All right, I wanted to show you a concept today. We're going to be taking a look at an amplifier. This is just a simple, minus 10 gain amplifier. It's an inverting amplifier, that's why it's minus. And the input and the output, there's going to be a 1K resistor, a 10K resistor, a 1K resistor, about a gain of 10. So let's go ahead and hook this up. If people are wondering why this capacitor is here, you really don't need that capacitor. You can just short it to ground. The reason that's nice to put that capacitor in there is if there's any input leakage current of the op-amp pulsum current, if you have the same amount of current in the plus and the minuses, it makes the teeter-totter balance out better. So it's just kind of good practice to put this in there, but that's not always necessary. Most of the time you'll just see this tied to ground, but we're going to put it in there just for fun. Yeah, let's take a look. I'm going to be using these test boards that I did a long time ago. They just kind of have the schematic drawn on them already, so we can kind of see what's going on easily. There's 10K, a 1K and a 10K, and then another 10K down. So we're going to be using a TL072 op-amp. All right, here's input and output. They look the same, but if you look at the scale, this is 100 millivolts. This is 1 volt. So we have 100 millivolts going in, we have 1 volt going out, and yeah, so it's a gain of 10 or minus 10, but it's a gain of 10. So what if we want a lot of gain? All right, that's what I want to talk about today. What if we want a lot of gain? All right, so you're going to say, oh, well, it's super, super easy. Just make this capacitor bigger. Make it 100K, make it a mega ohm, make it 10 mega ohms, blah, 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 blah. You can make it bigger and bigger and bigger. But what if that's not possible? What if you're up in the 100 mega ohm range and you just don't have that, available to you, and it's just not working out well and everything? There's another way to get more gain, and it's a circuit you may have not seen before. All right, so looks a bit odd right now, but this is going to be the 1K input, and this is going to be the 10K, and this is going to be the 10K. And then you can say, wait a minute, what are these extra resistors in there for? So this is ground, right? So if you think about it, what does the feedback path do? It takes this voltage and sends it through this capacitor and sets up a current. So it sets up this current through here, right? But what if you put a resistor divider over here? Let's say you put a 10K and a 1K over here. What's the voltage here? Well, it's 1/10 of the voltage on the output, okay? So you're going to feed back only 1/10, right? And if you need to make it more than that, it's going to take what would have been this gain and multiply it by whatever this gain is, right? If that makes sense. So in the previous case, let's say we had 100 millivolts in and we had 1 volt out. Then we had 1 volt going through this resistor here. But now we're going to have 1/10 of a volt going through there. If we need to get back to the 1 volt, which is where we need to be, then this actually has to be 10 volts in order to make this work right. So now we're going to have a gain of 100 instead of only a gain of 10, right? So let's put that in there. All right, so I've wired this circuit up. We have it over here. And let's go ahead and take a look on the oscilloscope, see if we get if we get 10 times more gain. Okay, well, we're still doing 100 millivolts here, but on our output range, we're now at a 10 volts. In fact, we even get a little bit more than 10 volts, but that's just due to the errors in the 5% resistors I'm using. So yeah, so now we're getting 10 times more gain because we put it as a resistive divider in the feedback. And you can expand this to large values, so let's take a look at that. So I found this schematic when I was looking at a particular op-amp. I think it was an OP06, which is a replacement for the LM725. And if you look in the LM725 datasheet, you find this really nice circuit here, which is a photodiode amplifier. And it has, if you look at the feedback for the amplifier, it has a 1 megohm resistor, and then they have a divider here. So they have this resistor and this resistor to ground, and there's 3 different locations you can put your ground. So you can divide it by that one, you could divide it by that one, or you could divide it by that one. So it's 100K here, and you can divide it by 10K, that would give you a 10 to 1. Divide it by 1K, that would give you 100 to 1. Or divide it by 100 ohms, that would give you 1,000 to 1. And then you also have this megohm feeding back in around. So this is a way. It's just drawn funny, but it's exactly the same circuit I showed you. It puts a resistive divider in the feedback path of the amplifier. I really like this circuit, just the way it looks and everything. I think I'm going to go ahead and do a project around that circuit. So I kind of wanted to do this video today to give you that concept of putting a divider in the feedback path.